3 years ago, something happened at work. I couldn't breathe. I was having panic attacks every day, and tears would flow down my face for hours at a time. Hi, my name is Sophie. I'm 37 years old, and this is a story of how my life got derailed. So, at the core of it, the incident itself was just a misunderstanding. But it was the last thing that happened in my professional career that made me finally realize that people don't care. People don't care about the mission. People don't care about the company values. I mean, no one's evil. Of course, everyone's really nice. But the priority goes their pay, their salary, and promotion, and everything else that we as a company say we stand for is all the way down here. And that broke me. I know it sounds really naive, but I grew up knowing a lot of violence. I was sexually, physically, and verbally abused my brother my entire childhood. That's how I ran away from Korea. And every day I lived in fear because I didn't know when I was gonna get beat up. Today, tomorrow, next week if I'm lucky. But the only thing that got me going was the belief, was the hope that, sorry, I really thought I wasn't gonna cry because I've been talking about this so many times with my therapist. The only thing that got me going was the belief that the world outside these four walls was a good place to live. That people were good. I must have made up this utopia in my mind at one point. I think it was some of the books I was reading that impacted me. Um, and the thing happened at work 3 years ago. I think it got me so hard because I work in one of the big tech companies in Silicon Valley as a product designer. And I really believed what the big tech says they do for the world, that they create societal value. But having looked inside from my experience, all everyone cares about is money. That's it. And it was also an aha moment. And I went, oh, that's why that team never cared about whether people know we're saving people's payment information or not. I'm not talking about my current company. And that's why teams keep building things that perform really poorly in research because people just want to ship it and just claim it on their resume and say they did a good job so they can get a promotion. I never understood that. I never understood making the project work no matter what, no matter what cost, was the unspoken goal. That made so much sense when I realized that. So when I realized that, it was like all the lights in the universe turned off for me. It was like I was living in one universe that was full of hope, and I was suddenly transported to another universe that was full of darkness. I know, dramatic, right? Anywho, this is gonna be a choppy video because I'm having a lot of silences. it took me much longer than I thought to accept that, to accept the reality of how things work and let go of the imagined utopia that I built up in my head. Took me about 2 years. At first, I thought I was going to be able to overcome the panic attacks because I was leading so much initiatives. Um, but then a week went by, a month went by. I kept going, okay, maybe after today, maybe after this week, okay, after this month, I I'll stop having panic attacks and finish all the things I started. I can still wrap up all the things I couldn't. It kept happening every day. So I had to take a mental leave of absence from work. Well, now I know that everyone has different value system. That's totally fine. Not everyone has to be crazy about work, of course. And just because people don't care about work as much, that doesn't make people bad. That makes people normal, I think. And maybe people care, or maybe people don't. Maybe people are good, or maybe people are bad. But I finally realized that it doesn't matter because all I can control is myself. I have no say in what other people do, let alone this what this big corporation does. So I decided that no matter what I do, I'm going to do it with love and care because I tried half-assing it for a while and I really didn't like that version of myself. I knew my work was crap, so I felt like I was also crap. Um, I tend to equate my performance and the quality of my work with my self-worth. That is something I am working on. So it has been a valuable experience that helped me build my own life principle that no matter what other people do, I'm gonna do things with love. But now, I don't know what I wanna do. I don't know where I wanna put my passion into. The longer I'm at the company, things are much easier. I know who's who. I know what needs to be done. I know the syllabus. I know what gets you points for the performance review. But my fire is just gone. I'm just working hard just so I will not be ashamed of myself and my work. But I stopped taking initiatives. I stopped speaking up for things that I think we should do because I think it's worthless that what we do. I judge myself for working here because I know for sure that, especially after reading these books, I know that the better work we do, the worse the world becomes. So I know I need to leave and find something else. I know that for sure. But I don't know what next. I'm still in a very dark place where I think all corporations in the world are evil. Maybe that's partly true. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's true just for now because we are in that business cycle where everything is about profits, profits, and profits and stock value. Maybe a new cycle will begin and maybe the tech industry will get back its integrity and its mission back. But right now, I don't really see it anywhere. And to leave the tech industry and look for something else, it's freaking scary to me. I have very low self-esteem and I feel very old. I just turned 37 and I feel like it is way too late for me to start something new. I think it's also that I don't want to leave my comfort zone. I'm good at what I do if I want to be, when I want to be, because I know how to get the points. So just leave this comfortable place and to start something that's different, that is too scary, which is why I haven't been able to leave. And I was thinking about what I want in my life. And there's really nothing that I want. What I really miss is my fire. You know, before that work incident, I was overworking as always. I have this useless perfectionism, so part of it is definitely on me. But I used to work 10, 12 hours a day, a lot of times without a proper lunch break or bathroom break. I was happy, you know, because I thought we were working towards something, because I thought our work meant something. And I don't know how to get that. I should have brought a tissue. My nose is running. Anyway, how should I wrap up this video? Uh, yeah, so that's where I am. 37 at last. There were things I wanted to say, but I totally forgot. So I'm just gonna end my video here. Thank you so much for watching. The more I say it out loud, the more I put this out in the world, it helps me release the trauma from within myself. So thank you for letting me do that. I'll see you in my next video.